Boycotts of the 21st century for our people, for black people, should look a little different, but not too much different from how our ancestors did it. And if we want to focus or hone in on a particular boycott, the bus boycott from Montgomery, Alabama, right? That boycott lasted 13 months before there was some progress made. Now, do I think it's going to take 13 months? No, I don't think it's going to take 13 months. Not in this day and age, because Target have felt the effects of us pulling our dollars back. And there are other communities and groups that join in solidarity to help with that as well, especially for those who are rolling back their DEI initiatives. Now, when it came to Walmart and Target, I didn't go to them places. I didn't really shop there like that, no way. I'm a black owned business myself. I create things, I make things. So when I order things, I'm ordering it in a capacity that I'm getting ready to make it, to do something. And I never went to any one of those places for food. Barely went there for any type of clothing. Maybe electronics. And maybe some paper towels every now and again. But what I would like to, if I can, to inspire and encourage black people to endure through this, that this isn't just some temporary boycott or a mass exodus to the next conglomerate to pledge allegiance to. I certainly will support Costco because I do appreciate it. They are under fire with it. But what we need to do as the black community is to send a message, to any corporation that you don't get to play in our face. You don't get to just say, hey, we'll take your money, but we won't employ your kind. We won't employ any of you. See, you don't mind taking the dollars out of the black households and communities. But what about helping to put money and dollars and some coins into the households of black people and black communities to help what's happening with this rotation? It should be a give and a take. But for so long, all it's been is take. It should be give and take. And that's what we're talking about. So, and again, I have another video where I talk about who the major recipients of DEI were in the first place. So I'm not so hung up about that. I am talking about when you want to take our dollars, you should be able to employ us, our children, our grandchildren. You should be able to employ us generationally and not just a few sprinkled here and there. That's true equal opportunity. That was the whole point. But myself, I don't know that millennials, Gen Z, like we're not going to be like, no. Because I will say to the black community that when these corporations, these companies, because they decide that they want to play in our faces, they want to get all disrespectful publicly to us as if we don't matter, well, then that boycott becomes permanent and generational, which means that our children's children will not spend our black dollars with your company. So if you have the caucasity, you have the nerve to say, hey, we don't want your kind there, don't worry, we won't be there. And we won't be out there begging to come inside. We won't be out there begging. So black people, this is going to be a test of strength and endurance. Because that bus boycott lasted 13 months. So maybe there should be some strategy too that you should be thinking of as far as how do you stand the test of time for this and show them you're not playing and not pop back there next month. It's real easy to say we're going to do that for, these days of Black History Month, but Black History is all year long. Black History is 365, not just the month of February, not just Juneteenth. It is 365. And so I am suggesting to these companies, the corporations, and our response to them, that when they do that, they out there with their chest with it, no DEI, which is really code for black person or nigger. That's what they're trying to label it as. That's the stigma that they're trying to attach to it, even though it has been identified and debunked that we are not the only recipients of it, and we are not the primary beneficiaries of DEI any damn way. So, Black people, these boycotts need to be permanent and generational. It don't just stop with us. It stops. It stops. And pull out your phones and Google some Black-owned businesses. There are some mom and pop shops. There are plenty of Black people out here providing the needs of daily necessities, basic living that you could get some toilet paper from. You ain't got to go to Target and Walmart for that. You don't have to go to Sam's for that. No shade to Costco, because thank you for not. Thanks. No shade to you. But what is it? Is it difficult for us to get a warehouse and be able to sell in bulk? That might even be an inspiration that I may have to create something like that, since we want to buy in bulk. If it's that serious to go and do all of that, then I think that we should be able to create that. They want to spend our dollars and take our money out of our households and communities, but they don't want to help circulate and put it back in. I have a problem with that. There's so many people that are trying to get Black-owned business directories. I really encourage you guys to tap into it, find out who does what. Hell, I'm a Black business. I create products and things. And so if I can find other small Black businesses to satisfy needs, I can endure a boycott. I don't go to McDonald's. I've cut that out. Every place that has said that, I cut it out. Because we will survive, we will be able to find another way. Certainly. So if they can get out there publicly talking about we rolling back DEI, hell, even if they sneak and do it in the middle of the night like Aldi's did, same thing. Permanent and generational boycott. Find your Black-owned businesses and support them. You can still go to Costco and places like that and support them, or support Black-owned brands that are inside of that. You can still do that. And most people, especially the Target conversation with the Tabitha Brown person, I'm sorry if I'm saying her name wrong, when she was just saying to be selective in the shopping. Well, even if you don't want to support that, if you don't want to support Target, but there's a Black-owned brand in Target, then contact the supplier directly, that Black-owned business directly, and buy directly from them if that's the case. Do that. That works, you know. But just so you all are encouraged, because you know Target, their stakeholders, they're suing them because those stocks started falling. And that is what I mean by what I say, that we vote in two ways. We vote at the ballot box for our government and elected officials, and we vote with our dollars when it's out here in these streets, when it comes to businesses and corporations, goods and services. You can't effect change with a bullhorn in front of a store or a company or corporation, and you're yelling about it, but you're still spending your money there. They don't listen. That's not the right language to speak. You speak with your money. And guaranteed, let's make an example of these places that decided that they're going to say that with their chest in public, or if they did it all sneaky like Aldi's did and privately rolled it back and then they tried to flip back. We just playing. No. So we really need to consider that. Look for our own. And when you want to support others, the minute they're disrespectful to us, permanent and generational boycott. Y'all be easy and plan this out so that you can endure this and stay in solidarity with us. 92%. I hope y'all drinking y'all water. Okay? Y'all be good now.